This is literally the 11th time I'm filming this video. So, 11th time lucky! How's it, people? So you're probably wondering, Sam, where was last week's video? You didn't even notice I didn't upload a video last week, did you? Bastards. If you did notice that I didn't upload a video last week, it's because I was away at a week-long orientation for all the new teachers in South Korea. And now you're probably wondering, but Sam, you've been teaching in South Korea for half a decade. Why did you have to go to the orientation? Well, that is a very good question. Anyway, so upon reflection, I thought that orientation was really good. It was really helpful in terms of getting the new teachers ready for their new year. But at the same time, I thought, there's just a few more details that kind of like slip through the cracks. Details which I now know that I've lived here for so long. And I feel would definitely help improve this orientation in terms of mentally preparing them fully for this new adventure that they're about to experience. So I thought, why not make a video? And hey, who knows, there might be someone watching this video right now thinking of coming to teach in South Korea. And they're gonna thank me. So you're welcome. Number one, if you enjoy eating fruit, I suggest you stop enjoying eating fruit. Because fruit in South Korea is bloody expensive. I'm kind of lucky with this issue because I don't really eat fruit. In fact, I don't eat things that are not meat. But occasionally I will have a fruit. And when I say occasionally, I mean like once a year. And it's a good thing that I eat fruit once a year because I need the entire year to save up for that one fruit. Mangoes, for example. In Korea, one mango is 9,000 Korean won. And if you're not familiar with Korean won, 9,000 Korean won is roughly $9, which is roughly 90 rand. 90 rand. If I'm paying 90 rand for one mango, that mango better be the size of the bloody moon. That mango better be the size of my boob before I lost all my weight, which was big. But no, this mango is closer to the size of my boob after I lost all my weight. And if you're wondering what my boob looks like after I lost all my weight, think of a deflated balloon. And I know there's some smart ass out there who's saying, well, Sam, mangoes are imported in Korea. What do you expect? And in response to that, I'm just gonna say what every South African responds with when they know they've lost an argument. And that is, yeah, but still, watermelons. One watermelon is like 30,000 won. That is roughly 300 rand. Yeah, I'll take half a watermelon. And by half a watermelon, I mean I'll take water, because that's all I can afford. Number two, if you're not accustomed to using chopsticks, I suggest you get on that because you're gonna be using it a lot. And I know what you're saying, well, Sam, duh, it's South Korea. Obviously you're gonna be using chopsticks. No. When I say you're gonna be using chopsticks a lot, I mean you're gonna be using chopsticks a lot. I'm so far in the chopsticks game now that I'm using chopsticks to pick up fried chicken. Never in my life did I think I would be picking up fried chicken with chopsticks. You know what I caught myself doing the other day? I picked up a drumstick with chopsticks and then I transferred it from in between my chopsticks to my hand and then I put it in my mouth. Like, what even is the point? I don't know, but I did it. Cake! There was cake in the teacher's office the other day. And when I went to go get a piece of cake, the first thing that went through my mind was, where are the chopsticks? How am I gonna pick this piece of cake up? Fruit. That one time a year that I do eat fruit, I don't even pick it up with my hands anymore. I need chopsticks. I picked up a grape with chopsticks. Gone are the days when I pick up a piece of orange and the orange juice is like dripping down my hands. No, now the orange juice is dripping down my chopstick because I stabbed the orange with my chopstick. I haven't used my hands in years. They don't do anything. They have no function anymore. Number 3, if you don't like eating sweet things, I suggest you start liking sweet things. Because pretty much everything in Korea is made from sugar. Like Korea's favorite flavor is sugar. Even things you would think that are not meant to be sweet. I had sweet fried chicken once. It was very confusing. Chips, sweet. Pizza, sweet. You go and order a pizza and the base will be sweet. The cheese will somehow be sweet. They've plonked on a bit of sweet potato. They've plonked on some sweet corn on top of the sweet potato, on top of the sweet cheese, on top of the sweet base. And as if that's not enough, they've sprinkled some almonds on top. And as if that's not enough, they've drizzled honey on top of that. Yeah. Coffee! Would you like some coffee with your sugar? Sandwiches? Sweet. Bread? Sweet. I bit into a chicken sandwich once and I had to double check that I did not buy a chocolate cake. It was very confusing. Number 4, it is custom for you to remove your shoes before you enter most traditional restaurants. Or even if you go to someone's house, you should remove your shoes first. Now this is a fairly well-known custom, but what they don't tell you is this little custom can often give you anxiety. Well, it gives me anxiety anyway. You know why? Let me tell you why. You see, because when you go to a restaurant, for example, you're gonna travel in a group of people. Well, I mean, if you are most people, you will probably go to a restaurant with people. Unless, of course, you're me, then you will go alone. Because, you know, #forever alone. But when you're going to a restaurant with a group of people, you're gonna get to the entrance of the restaurant. And they give you a little space at the entrance. And you cannot go beyond that space with your shoes on. So you need to take off your shoes in that space and then deposit it on the shoe shelf, and then you can proceed into the restaurant. But now this space is very tiny, so not many people can go into that space at one time. So you have to wait for people to remove their shoes, put it on the shoe shelf, and then go. And you see, this is where the anxiety comes in. Because if you are wearing a shoe that's going to take a long time to remove, you're keeping people waiting. I don't want to be that person holding up the queue. So I will make sure that I'm wearing something that is very easy to remove and to put on. But you will get that one person who wears boots with 7 buckles and 7 zips and 7 buttons and 7 straps and laces. And now the rest of us must wait for you to undo your zips, and for you to undo your buttons, and for you to undo your buckles, and for you to undo your laces. Then when it comes to the end of your meal and it's time for you to go, panic starts setting in again, because you remember that you still need to put your shoes back on, and then you're gonna hold people up again. So now you're calculating again, okay, where's the nearest exit point? Where's the shoe shelf in respect to the exit point? You're calculating how long it's going to take you to put your shoes back on, how long it's going to take you to put your laces back on, your buckles, your zips. And then when it's time to go, you bolt for that shoe shelf, hoping that you're going to be the first one there. But the panic at that stage is like full blown, so you're just like stuffing your foot into your shoe. No one's even behind you anyway, but you're still panicking and stuffing your foot into your shoe. You've stuffed it in so badly that you've kind of sprained your ankle, and then you kind of like just stumble out of the restaurant and still no one's even behind you. It's very stressful. Now, if you come from South Africa, you are probably used to going into grocery stores, paying for your groceries, and having someone pack your groceries into plastic bags for you. Now, my suggestion is wean yourself off that, because when you get to Korea, no one's doing that for you. And I learned this the hard way. So I got to the grocery store in Korea my first time going grocery shopping for the month, get to the till with my gigantic trolley of stuff. And the cashier's like, do you want a bag? And I was like, yeah. And then she handed me the bag. And I was like, yep, that'll do. Yeah, I like that bag. Yep, great. And then I gave it back to her. Because I thought, she was gonna do it. But she didn't. She just gave it back to me. And I was like, I should do, okay, got it. And then I started panicking, because now there are 6 people behind me waiting for me to pack my damn things. So I was racing, doing it at top speed. I wasn't even concentrating on what I was doing. There's a technique when you pack things into bags, like you should put frozen stuff with frozen stuff. So I wasn't even concentrating on what I was doing. I was just concentrating on stuffing everything into the bags at top speed. And I ended up putting my tomatoes right at the bottom, and the tomatoes got squashed, and it was just really stressful. So yeah, start practicing from now. The last one I wish someone told me about is how to react when Koreans give you gifts, especially your colleagues. Your Korean colleagues can sometimes give you odd gifts. It's completely normal for someone to give you a box set of cooking oil. You could even get a box set of cans of tuna. But you see, no one told me this. So when I got my first box set of 3 bottles of oil, it looked like such a big, extravagant gift. I was like, oh my god, what is this? I'm so excited. And then I opened it and it was just 3 bottles of cooking oil. And then I was like, actually, I think you gave me your groceries by mistake. No, they didn't give you their groceries by mistake. They're giving you 3 bottles of oil as a gift. Now I'm totally used to it. In fact, I'm more than okay with it. I'm at that age now where if you give me a practical gift like 3 bottles of cooking oil, I'm like, yeah! I don't have to buy oil for 3 months. Awesome! Thanks! And that's genuine. But I just wish someone told me that in the beginning so that I didn't have to react like that. Oh, Korea, I love you. These are just a few things I wish people told me 5 years ago before I came to Korea so that I was a little more mentally prepared for Korea. But honestly, this list could go on. If you were a teacher in South Korea, tell me if there are any things that you wish you were told beforehand, before coming to South Korea. Things that you only learned when it was a bit too late. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make videos every Sunday, except last Sunday. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. And I will see you next week with another video. Goodbye!